Have you ever wondered when to drink water? Water isn't just a thirst quencher. The timing of when you sip it can significantly boost your health. Starting your day with a glass of water is like giving your body a wake-up call. This morning ritual activates your internal organs, kickstarting your metabolism after hours of rest. Then think about the simple act of drinking water before meals. It's not just a good habit. It helps with digestion by preparing your stomach for the food you're about to enjoy, which can prevent overeating too. Now let's talk about winding down. Drinking water before bed might sound like a risky move if you're worried about midnight bathroom trips, but it can actually be beneficial. It helps to keep your heart healthy and reduces the risk of heart attacks during the night. So, make it a point to drink water at these key times: morning, before meals, and before hitting the hay. It's amazing what a little timing can do for your overall health. Curious why Singapore's living costs are so high? Singapore consistently ranks as one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, and there are several reasons behind this reputation. First, it's a small island nation with limited space, which makes real estate really pricey. Many people want to live there due to its vibrant economy and high quality of life, pushing demand for housing sky high. On top of that, Singapore is a global business hub, attracting multinational companies and a skilled workforce. This economic magnetism contributes to high salaries, which can also drive up costs for goods and services. Let's not forget the upscale lifestyle options available. Everything from top-notch restaurants to luxury shopping, all of which can lighten your wallet significantly. Moreover, the government imposes taxes on certain goods to manage consumption, impacting everyday expenses. While life in Singapore can be costly, many residents enjoy a strong public infrastructure, excellent health care, and a safe environment, which often makes the investment worthwhile. Why exactly does the Grand Canyon leave us in awe? This stunning natural wonder situated in Arizona offers a breathtaking view into Earth's geological history. Spanning over 277 miles, the Grand Canyon showcases layers of rock that tell stories from nearly 2 billion years of Earth's past. As you walk along the south rim, you can witness vibrant sunsets that paint the sky in shades of red and orange, making it a photographer's paradise. For those seeking a closer look, guided hikes provide fascinating insights into the unique formations and ancient fossils embedded in the walls of the canyon. But the adventure doesn't stop there. Soaring high above in a helicopter, you get a completely different perspective, revealing the true grandeur of this majestic landscape. The intricate patterns carved by the Colorado River over millions of years exhibit nature's art at its finest. Whether you're a nature lover, an adventurer, or a history buff, the Grand Canyon's layers and views promise to inspire and educate all who visit. What stories will you uncover on your journey? Have you ever wondered how moths sniff love from miles away? Male silkworm moths possess some of the most sensitive noses in the animal kingdom. Their feathery antennae are loaded with millions of scent receptors that can detect just a few molecules of a female's pheromone. From up to 16 kilometers away, these males lock onto the chemical trail and navigate with astonishing precision, even in total darkness. Once in range, they engage in a dance-like flight, guided by increasingly strong scent cues. This extreme sensitivity ensures that even in low-density populations, mating is still possible. Their antennae are so advanced, they've inspired sensor designs in modern robotics and technology. Nature made them into airborne pheromone-seeking missiles, all for the sake of love. Get this odd fact about the Pharaoh Islands. Believe it or not, this beautiful archipelago, an autonomous region of Denmark, boasts more sheep than people. With around 80,000 sheep grazing across its lush landscapes, the population of the islands stands at about 50,000 humans. This sheep-to-person ratio makes the islands a unique spot for animal lovers and curious travelers alike. The sheep roam freely across the rugged terrains, often seen enjoying the rolling hills and dramatic cliffs that the Faroe Islands are famous for. Local residents have embraced this woolly abundance, and sheep farming is an important part of the culture and economy there. The wool is used for traditional clothing, and lamb is a delicacy in many local dishes. Moreover, these charming creatures have become a symbol of the islands, enhancing the picturesque scenery with their fluffy presence. So the next time you think about remote islands, remember the Pharaoh Islands and their playful little sheep, where the grazing population outweighs humans, giving it a distinct rural charm. Curious about life in the Sahara Desert? Believe it or not, this vast landscape, known for its scorching temperatures and endless stretches of sand, is home to over 500 species of plants. You might think such a harsh climate would mean little to no life, but these resilient plants have developed remarkable adaptations to thrive in such tough conditions. Many of these plants, like the date palm and various types of succulents, can store water in their leaves or stems, allowing them to survive during long dry spells. Others have deep root systems that tap into underground moisture, and some even have special waxy coatings to minimize water loss. This unique flora plays a vital role in the ecosystem, providing food and shelter for various animals and even helping to anchor the soil to prevent erosion. So the next time you picture the Sahara as just a barren wasteland, remember that it's teeming with life, illustrating nature's incredible ability to adapt and flourish, even in the most extreme environments. You won't believe this about the Balearic Islands. These stunning islands, located in the Mediterranean Sea, are not just a vacation hotspot. They boast a treasure trove of fascinating history and mouth-watering cuisine. Archaeological sites across the islands date back to prehistoric times, revealing a rich tapestry of human activity and culture. Visitors can explore ancient taliots and burial sites that tell stories of the original inhabitants, the Taliotic people, who left their mark thousands of years ago. On top of their historical significance, the Balearic Islands delight food lovers with their incredible local cuisine. Imagine savoring fresh seafood caught straight from the Mediterranean, paired with delicious local fruits and vegetables. Traditional dishes like sobrasada and ensaimada showcase the island's unique flavors, making every meal a flavorful experience. So, whether you're wandering through ancient ruins or indulging in delectable dishes, the Balearic Islands are sure to captivate your heart and taste buds. Did you know that ginkgo trees have a giant home? In Sumter, South Carolina, you'll find the world's largest ginkgo farm, sprawling over an impressive 500 acres. This extraordinary place is home to more than 1 million ginkgo trees, which are famous for their unique fan-shaped leaves and incredible resilience. Known as a living fossil, the ginkgo tree has existed for millions of years, surviving changes that wiped out many other species. At this farm, visitors can learn about the many uses of ginkgo, from traditional medicine to delicious culinary treats. The ginkgo leaves, rich in antioxidants, are popular in supplements and are believed to support brain health. This vast farm isn't just about the trees. It also promotes sustainable farming practices, helping to preserve this ancient species for future generations. Imagine walking through a sea of yellow and gold leaves in the fall, or seeing those lovely green fans sprouting in spring. With its rich history and contributions to both science and cuisine, shouldn't everyone plan a visit to this incredible farm? Did you know BMW's car journey started after WWI? The story of BMW isn't just about luxury vehicles. It begins in the aftermath of World War I, when Germany faced severe economic challenges due to the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty placed heavy reparations on Germany, leading many companies to pivot and adapt to survive. BMW, originally a producer of aircraft engines, shifted gears and entered the automotive industry in 1923, launching its very first car, the BMW 315 PS. This model showcased the brand's commitment to performance and quality. With a powerful engine and a sleek design, it caught the attention of driving enthusiasts and set the stage for BMW's long-standing reputation for engineering excellence. As the company navigated the tough economic landscape, it blended innovation with necessity, evolving from an aircraft manufacturer to one of the most recognized names in the automotive world. Today, BMW is celebrated not just for its cars, but for a rich history that reflects resilience and creativity in the face of adversity. Believe it or not, Hayes had a phone before most presidents. In 1878, Rutherford B. Hayes made history by becoming the first U.S. president to embrace the telephone, a groundbreaking invention at the time. It was a strange moment when someone asked for his phone number, and he humorously replied that there were only 2 telephones in existence, with one belonging to him. Can you imagine being a leader at a time when most people had never even heard a phone ring? The telephone, invented by Alexander Graham Bell just 2 years earlier, was still a new gadget, and its value wasn't fully realized yet. Hayes's use of the phone connected him directly with people, allowing him to communicate more efficiently than ever before. This innovative spirit defined his presidency as he encouraged modernization and progress across the nation. Today, we take our smartphones for granted, but without pioneers like Hayes, who dared to pick up that receiver when it rang, our communication landscape would look vastly different. So how did such a simple invention change the world? Why does Taiwan's train system impress the world? Taiwan's THSR, or high-speed rail, is nothing short of a marvel, zipping passengers across the island at a breathtaking speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Imagine traveling from the bustling north in Taipei to the sunny south in Kaohsiung in just around 90 minutes. Perfect for both business trips and spontaneous weekend getaways. This rail system makes exploring Taiwan's stunning landscapes and vibrant cities super easy and efficient. But that's not all. Taiwan has made sure that staying connected is a breeze with its nationwide public Wi-Fi network, cleverly named iTaiwan. Available in numerous places like train stations, airports, and even while riding the THSR, this free internet access allows you to share your adventures online or plan your next stop without a hitch. Combined, these features make Taiwan a tech-savvy traveler's paradise, blending speed with connectivity, enhancing your journey from start to finish. Is it really true that Kenya shaped human history? The answer is a resounding yes. Kenya's stunning Rift Valley has been a treasure trove for paleontologists, revealing secrets of our ancient ancestors. Imagine walking where early humans roamed 2 million years ago. This area has showcased some of the world's most famous hominid fossils, including the iconic Lucy and Australopithecus afarensis found in nearby Ethiopia. But Kenya doesn't stop there. It has also been home to remarkable discoveries like Homo habilis and Homo erectus. These findings give us incredible insight into how we evolved into the humans we are today. The variety of fossils found in this region highlights not just the journey of individual species, but also the broader narrative of human evolution. With every excavation and analysis, scientists unlock more clues about our origins, shedding light on how our ancient relatives lived, adapted, and interacted with their environments. So the next time you think about the roots of humanity, remember that Kenya plays a starring role in this epic tale. Discover the grandeur of the Builtmore Estate today. This stunning mansion, located in Asheville, North Carolina, stands as the largest private residence in the United States, boasting a rich history and breathtaking architecture. Built by George Washington Vanderbilt II in the late 1800s, the estate covers a sprawling 8,000 acres filled with beautifully landscaped gardens and expansive woodlands. Visitors are captivated by the estate's opulence, which includes 250 rooms, 35 bedrooms, and an impressive collection of art and antiques that narrate the story of America's Gilded Age. As you wander through the opulent hallways of the Biltmore, you can imagine the extravagant parties that took place here, showcasing the lifestyles of the elite at that time. The estate also features a winery that produces award-winning wines, making it a popular spot for wine lovers. With activities for everyone, such as guided tours, outdoor adventures, and culinary experiences, it's no wonder the Builtmore Estate is a must-visit destination in Asheville. Are you ready to step back in time and explore this incredible piece of American history? Ever thought about living underground in Turkey? In the heart of Cappadocia lies Derinkuyu, the world's largest underground city, a mind-boggling marvel of ancient engineering. Imagine a city that could shelter up to 20,000 people, complete with their livestock and supplies, all hidden beneath the surface. Built as a refuge during times of war and danger, this incredible subterranean network has multiple levels stretching down approximately 60 meters, featuring everything from homes and kitchens to wine cellars and chapels. The air shafts keep the air fresh and even bring in natural light, making it feel surprisingly cozy despite being underground. Ingenious ventilation systems maintain a comfortable atmosphere, while stone doors roll shut to protect its inhabitants from invading forces. Derinkuyu is not just a historical site, but also a glimpse into human resilience and ingenuity. Today, visitors can explore its narrow corridors and vast chambers, walking in the footsteps of those who sought safety from the tumultuous world above. It's a remarkable testament to how humans adapt to even the harshest circumstances. Let's uncover the truth about volcanic ash island. Sakurajima Island in Japan is a fascinating place where the land and nature dance a dramatic tango with fire. This island is one of the most active volcanoes on the planet, erupting so frequently that thick layers of volcanic ash blanket its surface. Local residents have learned to live with this fiery neighbor, adapting their daily lives to the rhythm of eruptions. Imagine walking to school or work over a soft layer of ash. Quite a unique experience. To keep streets clear, the island employs special machines that sweep away this volcanic dust, showcasing an impressive blend of human ingenuity and resilience. Despite its volcanic activity, Sakurajima is not just a place of danger. It's also a vibrant community and a captivating tourist spot. Visitors flock to see the stunning landscapes and learn about volcanic science firsthand. So, what's it really like to live on an island shaped by nature's power? Who would have thought that quacas always look happy? The quacca's viral fame stems from its irresistibly cheerful expression, a wide-eyed, open-mouthed smile that melts hearts online. But behind the grin is biology, not joy. Their facial structure naturally forms a pleasant look, regardless of mood. That said, quacas truly are more sociable than most wild animals. Native to predator-free islands in Australia, they've evolved without the instinct to fear humans. Over generations, their willingness to approach people brought food rewards, favoring the survival of friendly individuals. As a result, modern quacas are bold, curious, and often interact directly with tourists. Their behavior is a case study in how evolutionary pressures, not emotions, can shape the friendliness of a species. So next time you see a quacca selfie, remember, it's not smiling for the camera. It's thriving thanks to a perfect mix of charm and adaptation. Believe it or not, thunder travels far and wide. It might surprise you to learn that the rumble of thunder can be heard from as far as 15 miles away. However, this distance isn't set in stone. It can change based on how intense the storm is and how big it is. When lightning strikes, it heats the air around it to a staggering temperature, causing a rapid expansion of air that creates sound waves. This is the thunder we hear. If the storm is large and the thunder is particularly loud, those sound waves can travel even further, especially if the atmospheric conditions are just right. On the other hand, during smaller storms, you might only catch a distant crack or rumble. Many factors come into play, like humidity and wind direction, which can influence how sound travels. So next time you hear thunder rumbling in the distance, remember it's not just a loud boom, it's a sign of nature's power reaching out miles away. Did you know Jamaica gave us reggae and the fastest man? This vibrant Caribbean island is famous not just for its stunning beaches and lush landscapes, but also as a cultural powerhouse. Jamaica is the birthplace of reggae music, a genre that blends rhythm, soul, and social commentary, famously brought to the world by the legendary Bob Marley. His songs, filled with messages of love and resilience, have made an indelible mark on music history, inspiring countless artists across the globe. But that's not all. Jamaica also proudly claims Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man and a sprinting legend. With his remarkable speed and charismatic personality, Bolt has won multiple Olympic gold medals and holds the world record for the 100-meter dash, clocking in at an astonishing 9.58 seconds. Together, Marley's and Bolt's legacies showcase Jamaica's rich contributions to the world of entertainment and sports. So next time you hear a reggae beat or catch a glimpse of a sprint event, remember the incredible talents that this small island has gifted us. Is it really true that 3 countries meet here? The Tres Fronteras, or Triple Frontier, is an incredible spot where Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay come together, marked by the beautiful confluence of the Iguazu and Paraná rivers. This unique geographical location isn't just stunning, it's a visual feast for anyone who loves nature. Picture lush greenery, cascading waterfalls, and the vibrant life of the rivers bustling with fish and birds. However, the beauty of the area contrasts sharply with its reputation for high levels of criminal activity. The proximity of these three nations creates a complex mix of cultures and economies, but it has also fostered challenges like smuggling and organized crime. Tourists flock here for the breathtaking views and adventure activities, like visiting the famous Iguazu Falls or exploring nearby jungles. But it's important to stay aware of the local safety situation. Despite the risks, the Tres Fronteras remains a fascinating example of how nature and human activity can intertwine in both wonderful and troubling ways. Isn't it intriguing how a stunning landscape can also harbor such deep issues? Think a fruit can stink? Meet the durian. This spiky tropical fruit is notorious for its powerful aroma, which some people describe as a mix of rotten onions, turpentine, and raw sewage. It's so pungent that many hotels and public transport systems in Southeast Asia have banned it outright. Imagine checking into a hotel and being told you can't bring in your favorite snack. Despite its smell, the durian has a dedicated fan base. People who love durian swear by its creamy texture and sweet flavor, often comparing it to a custard-like treat. It's even lovingly called the king of fruits in places like Malaysia and Thailand. The strong smell comes from a combination of compounds that release when the fruit is ripe. Interestingly, while some find the scent off-putting, others are drawn to it, showing just how different our taste buds can be. So if you ever get the chance to taste durian, take a deep breath and dive in. It might just surprise you. Why do butterflies taste everything with their feet? Butterflies have chemoreceptors on their feet that let them taste surfaces simply by standing on them. When a butterfly lands on a plant, these sensors immediately analyze sugar content, toxins, and suitability for egg laying. Female butterflies rely on this ability to select the perfect leaves where caterpillars will later hatch and feed. Choosing the wrong plant could be deadly for the next generation, so accuracy is crucial. These taste sensors also help butterflies find the richest nectar sources, making their feeding more efficient. This system saves time and energy, allowing butterflies to make split-second decisions without needing to bite or test with their mouths. It's like having a tongue on your toes, functional, efficient, and vital for survival. Nature gave butterflies the ability to taste the world with every graceful step. Ever thought about Che Guevara's early life? Before he became a revolutionary icon in Cuba, Ernesto Che Guevara was just a bright medical student at the University of Buenos Aires. Born in Argentina, he had a passion for medicine and dreamt of helping the poor and less fortunate. During his time at university, Che immersed himself in his studies, but he also began to develop his strong social consciousness. His travels across South America on a motorcycle opened his eyes to the struggles faced by everyday people, which sparked a fire within him to fight against injustice. These experiences shaped his radical views and set the course for his future role as a key figure in the Cuban Revolution, alongside Fidel Castro. It's fascinating to think that the same man who would later lead a fight for the rights of the oppressed once spent his days poring over medical textbooks and dreaming of a different kind of life. Che's journey from student to revolutionary is a powerful reminder of how our experiences can redefine who we are. Did you know lemons love to stay afloat? It might seem surprising, but when you toss a lemon into a pool of water, it simply floats. On the flip side, limes take a dive and sink right to the bottom. So what's behind this curious difference? The secret lies in the lemon structure. Lemons have thicker, more porous rinds packed with tiny air pockets. These air pockets make lemons less dense than water, allowing them to bob and weave at the surface. Limes, however, have tighter, denser skins and fewer air pockets, which gives them a heavier weight relative to their size. Think of it as nature's little game of buoyancy. This fascinating quirk of citrus fruits isn't just a fun fact. It reminds us of how unique and varied the natural world can be. Next time you're making a refreshing drink or enjoying these fruits in your cooking, you might think twice about how they behave in water. It's a cool reminder that even simple things like lemons and limes can surprise us. Did you know Sweden is a giant in Europe? Spanning roughly 450,000 square kilometers, Sweden ranks as the fifth largest country on the continent. To put that in perspective, that's about 4.5% the size of the entire United States. With a population of around 10.5 million, this Scandinavian treasure is not just about land. It boasts a stunning coastline that stretches over 3,200 kilometers, sprinkled with thousands of gorgeous islands waiting to be explored. Picture serene lakes and lush forests, as approximately 70% of Sweden is covered in trees, creating the perfect backdrop for outdoor adventures. From hiking in national parks to kayaking in crystal-clear waters, nature lovers find their slice of paradise here. Sweden's landscapes range from vibrant urban life in cities like Stockholm to the peaceful tranquility of its wilderness. The natural beauty of the country is not just a feast for the eyes. It's a sanctuary for a diverse array of wildlife and a cherished part of the Swedish way of life. So whether you're a nature enthusiast, a history buff, or just curious about different cultures, Sweden offers a little something for everyone. Ever tossed a coin in a fountain? The Trevi Fountain in Rome is not just a stunning piece of architecture. It's also famous for its magical tradition, where visitors toss coins into the water, believing that this small act will ensure their return to this glorious city. Each day, around 3,000 euros are thrown into the fountain, creating a sparkling treasure that glistens in the sunlight. But what happens to all that money? City workers collect the coins regularly, turning this dazzling ritual into a source of good for the local community. The collected funds are donated to various charities, helping those in need within the city. So, while you may be wishing for love or luck when you toss your coin, you're also contributing to something much bigger. The next time you find yourself at this iconic location, remember that your wish is not only a personal dream, but is also helping to make a difference in the lives of others. Isn't it amazing how one little coin can make such a big impact? Can you imagine a country where gifts are a must? In Taiwan, gift-giving is more than just a kind gesture. It's a heartfelt tradition that plays a significant role in social gatherings. When you're invited to someone's home, it's customary to bring a little something as a token of appreciation. Popular choices include beautifully packaged tea, sweet candies, or fresh fruits, showcasing the host's hospitality and your thoughtfulness. The act of giving gifts isn't merely about the items themselves, but rather the connections they symbolize between friends and family. This practice is deeply woven into the fabric of Taiwanese culture, reflecting values of respect and gratitude. Whether it's a festive occasion or just a casual visit, presenting a gift is an expression of goodwill that strengthens relationships. It's also a wonderful way to share a piece of your culture or delight your host with local treats. So if you ever find yourself in Taiwan, don't forget to bring along a little present. It could be an exciting taste of the local flavors or a straightforward symbol of your appreciation. Have you ever wondered why speakeasies were so crafty? During Prohibition, when alcohol was banned in the United States, savvy bar owners needed creative ways to keep the fun alive. Some transformed into disguised soda shops, looking innocent on the outside. The trick was simple. They served root beer to unsuspecting customers while secretly offering whiskey to those who knew the password. This clever ruse allowed people to enjoy a night out, sipping on some fizzy drinks while also indulging in illegal cocktails, all under the watchful eyes of authorities. Imagine walking into a soda shop and sharing a secret handshake for a hidden bar experience. These speakeasies created an air of excitement and danger, as patrons felt like part of an exclusive club. The charm of such places captured the spirit of rebellion during this dry era, showcasing the lengths people would go to enjoy a good drink and socialize. So next time you enjoy a root beer float, think about those daring times when a simple soda might lead to a thrilling night of subterfuge. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Yellowstone hides a volcano. Located beneath the stunning Yellowstone National Park, this massive volcano is one of the largest active supervolcanoes on Earth. Spanning areas in Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, it covers an astonishing 3,172 square miles. It's not just a simple mountain. Beneath the park's beautiful lakes and geysers, lies a vast chamber filled with molten rock. The last major eruption occurred around 640,000 years ago, which, while a long time ago, leads scientists to keep a close eye on the area. This supervolcano has the potential to erupt again, and if it did, it could have widespread effects far beyond the park's boundaries. Visitors come from all over to marvel at Old Faithful and other natural wonders, but many are unaware that these geothermal features are just the surface of a much more complex underworld. Studying Yellowstone helps researchers understand the volcano's behavior and the geology of our planet. So the next time you're at Yellowstone, remember you're standing over a sleeping giant. What other secrets does this incredible park hold? Hard to believe, but Komodo monitors have venomous saliva. For decades, scientists believed the Komodo dragon killed through bacterial infections from its dirty mouth. But recent discoveries have revealed a far more terrifying truth. Komodos have venom glands in their jaws that release a cocktail of proteins that thin the blood, lower blood pressure, and cause shock. When a dragon bites, the toxins immediately enter the bloodstream, creating a slow death through internal bleeding and muscle breakdown. Their serrated teeth act like saws, tearing flesh and allowing the venom to flood in. This means even a short encounter can be fatal for prey, which often stumbles away before collapsing, only to be tracked down later by the Komodo's ultra-sensitive scent detection. These dragons aren't just brutal, they're chemically armed predators, blurring the line between reptile and venomous assassin. Ever thought about Europe's tallest giant? Mount Elbrus, towering majestically at 5,642 meters, holds the crown as the highest mountain in Europe. Nestled in the beautiful Caucasus region of Russia, this breathtaking peak attracts adventurers and nature lovers from all around the globe. Elbrus isn't just impressive because of its height, it's also a dormant volcano, with its last eruption occurring more than 2,000 years ago. The stunning vistas from the summit offer breathtaking views of the surrounding landscapes, including sprawling valleys and rugged mountain ranges. In fact, on a clear day, you can see for miles. Climbing Mount Elbrus is a challenging and thrilling adventure, with routes that cater to both seasoned mountaineers and those looking for a less strenuous hike. The Uglitsky and Garabashi huts provide shelter for climbers, making the journey a bit more comfortable. Plus, the area is rich in biodiversity, featuring unique plants and animals that call these heights home. So whether you're an explorer at heart or just love to learn about our planet's amazing landmarks, Mount Elbrus is a place that captivates both the body and the imagination. Hard to believe, but borders can be peaceful. The Canada-US border stretches an impressive 5,525 miles, making it the longest international border in the world without military patrols. This unique aspect of the border fosters a sense of mutual trust and cooperation between the two nations. Both countries share not only vast landscapes, but also a strong economic partnership and cultural ties. Despite the extensive length, the border is marked by friendly customs and immigration regulations, rather than military presence. You might think of borders as places of conflict, but here it's about smooth passage and connection. People cross back and forth for work, family visits, or just to enjoy nature in places like the stunning national parks that straddle the line between the two countries. Interestingly, the peaceful nature of this border has allowed for a variety of joint initiatives, including environmental conservation projects and disaster responses. This friendly border shows that nations can coexist without tension, proving that sometimes peace really is the key to a flourishing relationship. Prepare to be amazed by the Bridge of Immortals. Huangshan, widely known as the Bridge of Immortals, is a breathtaking narrow bridge that hangs gracefully amidst the majestic yellow mountains of China. This stunning spot offers visitors an extraordinary experience where the views are nothing short of spectacular. As you step onto the bridge, you might catch yourself holding your breath as you gaze down at the rugged cliffs and lush valleys below. On clear days, the scenery is so mesmerizing that it feels like you're walking among the clouds, creating an ethereal atmosphere that's hard to beat. The region is famous for its unique granite peaks, twisted pine trees, and the seas of mist that often blanket the landscape, giving the mountains an otherworldly charm. Whether you're hiking up to this iconic bridge or simply soaking in the peaceful surroundings? Huangshan is a place where nature's beauty comes alive, and the tranquility of the mountains wraps around you like a warm embrace. If you're in search of adventure and stunning scenery, the Bridge of Immortals is a must-see. You'll leave with unforgettable memories and maybe a few spectacular photos to show off. Hard to believe, but the electric catfish is an underwater stun gun. Lurking in African rivers, the electric catfish may appear slow and harmless, but it harbors a shocking secret, literally. Species like Malapterurus electricus have evolved an internal electric organ made from modified muscle cells that can release bursts of electricity up to 350 volts. This jolt can instantly paralyze small fish, knock items from human hands, and even stun larger animals like perch or small crocodiles. The shock only lasts a few seconds, but it's enough to leave prey floating helplessly. The catfish then calmly swims up and gulps its immobilized meal. Unlike electric eels that use pulses, this catfish delivers a sustained burst, making it one of the most efficient aquatic predators in murky waters. It's a self-charging battery with fins, a natural marvel that uses bioelectricity for both defense and offense. And how about this? Kangaroos deliver a lethal kick with their hind leg. The red kangaroo, the largest marsupial on Earth, may look cute, but it's equipped with a deadly secret weapon, its hind legs. Packed with massive spring-loaded muscles and supported by a thick, balancing tail, these legs can deliver kicks at nearly 50 km/h with force strong enough to crack ribs or knock down a predator. In a fight, a male kangaroo balances on its tail like a third limb, launching both feet in a swift upward motion that can incapacitate opponents. These kicks aren't just used in defense. They're crucial for determining dominance within groups, with males boxing, grappling, and kicking to establish rank. The tail also stabilizes them during jumps, turning each movement into a calculated burst of agility and power. In the wild, the kangaroo's kick isn't just a defense. It's a declaration of strength, precision, and control. You won't believe this about French cuisine. This culinary treasure is recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, celebrating its elegance, sophistication, and emotional artistry. French food is not just about sustenance, but a beautiful expression of culture and tradition. Think of iconic dishes like coq au vin, which features tender chicken braised with wine, mushrooms, and bacon, or the vibrant and colorful ratatouille, a vegetable medley that sings with flavor and freshness. Breakfast in France isn't complete without flaky, buttery croissants, golden pastries that melt in your mouth, or a fresh baguette gracing every meal, perfect for dipping or accompanying cheese. And who could forget decadent desserts like crème brûlée, where the creamy interior meets a satisfying caramelized crust, creating a delightful crunch. The magic lies in the emphasis on quality ingredients, skilled craftsmanship, and the passion that chefs pour into every dish. For centuries, French cuisine has captivated taste buds worldwide, elevating dining into an art form that goes beyond mere eating. It becomes a shared experience full of joy and connection. Believe it or not, our teeth rival shark teeth. You might be surprised to learn that human teeth are actually as strong as those of a shark, since both are made of enamel, the hardest substance found in our bodies. While that's pretty impressive, there's a catch. Sharks have one huge advantage when it comes to their teeth. They can lose and regrow them continuously throughout their lives, sometimes shedding thousands of teeth. In contrast, humans typically only get 2 sets of teeth, baby teeth that eventually fall out, and permanent teeth that we hope will last into old age. Isn't it fascinating that while our teeth can endure quite a bit, we can only replace them once? This makes dental care all the more important for us humans. Tooth decay or damage can leave us with gaps or the need for pricey dental work. In many ways, our teeth are like a snapshot of our overall health. So while we might share the strength of shark teeth, we certainly benefit from taking good care of our unique set. Believe it or not, dolphins chat in an underwater chat room. Dolphins are far more than playful swimmers. They're acoustic geniuses of the deep. Using a combination of whistles, clicks, chirps, and burst pulses, they communicate complex messages about identity, mood, danger, and coordination. Each dolphin has a signature whistle, like a name, which it repeats to identify itself to others, even years after separation. More impressively, researchers have found syntax-like structures in their vocalizations. The order and length of sounds seem to follow consistent patterns, suggesting a form of grammar. Dolphins also use echolocation, emitting sound waves that bounce off objects, to see in murky waters, and even assess internal states like pregnancy and others. In group hunts, dolphins synchronize clicks to corral fish or warn each other of threats. Their vocal universe is a true marine language, making the ocean one vast, intelligent conversation. What a lucky accident led to antibiotics. In 1928, something incredible happened in a messy lab. Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, was working on a project when he made a surprising discovery. After returning from a 2-week vacation, he noticed that some of his petri dishes, which contained colonies of Staphylococcus bacteria, had been contaminated by mold. But here's the fascinating part. Around the mold, the bacteria had disappeared. Intrigued, Fleming investigated further and found that the mold was producing a substance that killed the bacteria. This amazing substance was later named penicillin, marking the birth of the first true antibiotic. Fleming's accidental find revolutionized medicine, providing a powerful weapon against bacterial infections that had previously claimed countless lives. Thanks to penicillin, doctors could treat infections efficiently, changing the course of healthcare forever. What started as a simple mistake in a lab has saved millions of lives since then, proving that sometimes chance can lead to monumental breakthroughs. Is it really true that we're losing the Amazon rainforest? The answer is a resounding yes, and it's a concerning fact for all of us. Over the past 50 years, deforestation driven by agriculture and illegal logging has wiped out more than 17% of this vital ecosystem. The Amazon is often called the lungs of the earth because it helps produce oxygen and absorbs carbon dioxide, playing a crucial role in combating climate change. The loss of trees not only threatens countless species that call the rainforest home, but also disrupts the livelihoods of indigenous communities who depend on its resources. The ramifications extend beyond its borders, as we all share the planet's atmosphere. Imagine a world where this rich biodiversity diminishes and the climate grows even more unstable. It's a scary thought. Despite these challenges, there's still hope. Global awareness has surged, and initiatives to protect and restore this irreplaceable ecosystem are gaining ground. Protecting the Amazon isn't just about saving trees, it's about safeguarding our planet's future for generations to come. Believe it or not, ukuleles are banned in Salt Lake City. This quirky law makes it illegal to carry an unwrapped ukulele on the street, which sounds strange, right? While the reason for this odd regulation isn't immediately clear, it adds a sprinkle of humor to the city's legal landscape. Salt Lake City, known for its stunning views and outdoor activities, has a history of unique laws that reflect its culture and community values. The ukulele has long been a symbol of joy and music, so it might seem surprising to find a prohibition against it in such a vibrant city. Perhaps this law was enacted to encourage musicians to keep their instruments protected or to discourage street performances that could disrupt the peace. While this may sound like a joke or a relic of a bygone era, it's essential to know your local laws, especially if you're a music lover planning to visit. So if you ever find yourself strolling the streets of Salt Lake City with a ukulele, be sure to keep it wrapped up to avoid any legal trouble. Discover the secrets of Borneo's 3 nations. This stunning island, the 3rd largest in the world, is a vibrant tapestry woven with the threads of Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. The Indonesian section, known as Kalimantan, is the most expansive, covering an impressive 80% of Borneo's land. Each part of the island boasts unique cultures, languages, and traditions, making Borneo a melting pot of diversity. Imagine exploring lush rainforests filled with exotic wildlife and indigenous tribes that have lived in harmony with nature for centuries. In Malaysia, You can visit bustling cities and expansive tea plantations, while Brunei, a tiny but wealthy sultanate, shines with its opulent mosques and lush parks. The island faces challenges like deforestation and habitat loss, but it's also a hotspot for ecotourism, drawing visitors eager to experience its breathtaking beauty and rich biodiversity. Whether you're kayaking through tranquil rivers, hiking up mountains, or just soaking in the culture, Borneo promises an adventure like no other, showcasing the beauty of nature and humanity intertwined. Let's uncover the truth about Mount Everest. This towering giant, standing at a staggering 8,148 meters, is the highest peak on our planet and a true marvel of nature. Nestled in the majestic Himalayan range between Nepal and Tibet, Mount Everest draws adventurers from all corners of the globe. The journey to reach its base camp is a popular trekking route filled with breathtaking views where trekkers encounter Sherpa villages, vibrant local culture, and ancient Buddhist monasteries. Along the way, the awe-inspiring vistas make every step worthwhile. For those seeking a different perspective, scenic helicopter rides provide an up-close look at Everest's towering frozen walls, showcasing its sheer grandeur. Standing at the foot of this colossal mountain, you can almost feel its power and history. Whether you're an experienced climber or just yearning for natural beauty, the allure of Mount Everest is hard to resist. Are you ready to explore the wonders of this extraordinary peak? Did you know NASA once wasted millions on a pen? During the Cold War, a fascinating race was on between the United States and the Soviet Union, not just for space exploration, but also for innovation. NASA invested a whopping amount of money to develop a pen that could write in the challenging conditions of zero gravity, where regular pens would fail due to the lack of gravity pulling the ink down. They produced a sophisticated ballpoint pen that could write underwater, in extreme temperatures, and even upside down. On the other hand, Russian cosmonauts took a more straightforward route, using pencils instead. Pencils, though seemingly simple, were practical and effective, but they did have some drawbacks. The wood shavings could create debris, and if a pencil broke, you could also end up with flying bits. However, this difference in approach highlights not just a battle of technology, but also a clash of philosophies. While NASA focused on advanced engineering solutions, the Soviets relied on an age-old tool. It's a quirky little anecdote about how innovation can take multiple forms. Believe it or not, Montenegro has a hidden treasure. Nestled in the breathtaking landscape of Montenegro lies the Tara River Canyon, a natural wonder that is both stunning and thrilling. Stretching about 51 miles long and plunging to depths around 4,150 feet, it claims the title of the largest canyon in Europe and the second largest in the world. Imagine standing on the edge, looking down into a vibrant emerald green river, winding its way through steep rocky cliffs adorned with lush vegetation. The Tara River itself is famous not only for its picturesque beauty, but also for its crystal-clear waters, making it a playground for adventure lovers. People from all over flock to experience thrilling whitewater rafting, kayaking, and ziplining across the canyon, offering a rush of adrenaline against a backdrop that feels like something out of a fairy tale. Beyond the adventure, the canyon is also a haven for diverse wildlife. Eagles soar above, while rare plant species cling to the rocky outcrops. So whether you're an adrenaline junkie or a nature enthusiast, the Tara River Canyon is a spectacular place that offers something for everyone. Wolves are surprisingly agile runners. These magnificent creatures have a special way of moving that might just amaze you. They run on their toes. This unique toe running technique isn't just for show, it's a clever adaptation that provides several advantages. By using their toes, wolves can stop quickly and make sharp turns with ease, which is essential for catching prey in the wild. Ever watch a wolf chase down a deer? You'll notice how agile and nimble they are, darting swiftly through the forest. Plus, this method protects their paw pads from wear and tear, allowing them to cover long distances without injury. When hunting, wolves rely on their sharp senses and endurance, often working as a pack to outsmart their prey. The combination of agility and teamwork is what makes them such effective hunters. So the next time you think about wolves, remember that their incredible running style is just one of the many ways nature equips them to survive and thrive in their environment. Could sloths really swim like fish? While sloths are known for their slow, tree-bound lives, their aquatic skills might surprise you. Despite their sluggish movement on land, sloths become graceful and capable swimmers in water. Using long arms and powerful forelimbs, they perform an effortless breaststroke, reaching speeds of up to 3 meters per minute. Their buoyant bodies, helped by slow metabolism and a layer of fat, allow them to float and move across rivers and flooded rainforest floors with minimal effort. They can even hold their breath underwater for 40 seconds, diving to avoid predators or cross swamps. Young sloths learn to swim just weeks after birth, showing how vital this skill is to survival. For these treetop residents, swimming isn't just an escape route. It's an essential part of navigating the lush, water-laced jungles of Central and South America. Most people don't know this, but Madagascar's reefs are magical. The coral reefs surrounding Madagascar are like underwater wonderlands, bursting with vibrant marine life and breathtaking views. These reefs are home to countless species of fish, colorful corals, and even playful sea turtles. When you dive or snorkel here, you may encounter unique creatures like the endemic Madagascar anemone fish, or the striking blue starfish, both of which can only be found in these waters. The waters around Madagascar are particularly clear, allowing for stunning visibility that makes each dive feel like stepping into a real-life aquarium. As you float along, you'll likely be surrounded by swirling schools of fish and the soft dance of sea fans swaying with the current. Whether you are an experienced diver or someone just trying snorkeling for the first time, the experience is nothing short of unforgettable. Plus, the local communities are dedicated to protecting these precious ecosystems, ensuring that future generations can enjoy the beauty of Madagascar's underwater world. Are you ready to explore this aquatic paradise? Coffee lovers, get ready for a sandy surprise. In Turkey, coffee isn't just brewed. It's a whole experience that's unlike anything you might imagine. Instead of the standard pots or machines, Turkish coffee is carefully made by heating it in hot sand, using a small copper container called a tsesve. This method allows for a gradual and even warming of the coffee, creating a rich, full-bodied flavor that many say is unbeatable. As the tsesve is placed in the sand, the grains inside bubble and froth just right, releasing aromatic oils that infuse the brew with its unique taste. It's not just about the coffee, though. It's a cultural ritual. Friends and family gather around as the coffee is slowly prepared, often sharing stories and good laughs while they wait. After brewing, the coffee is poured into small cups where the grounds settle at the bottom, a delightful essence that Turkish coffee lovers cherish. So if you ever find yourself in Turkey sipping from a cup of sand-brewed coffee, remember, you're not just enjoying a drink. You're partaking in a centuries-old tradition. This might surprise you. Jobs in North Korea aren't choices. In this isolated country, citizens don't get to pick their own careers like many of us do. Instead, the government assigns jobs based on its own economic needs, leaving individuals with little say in their professional paths. This means that someone with a passion for art might find themselves working in a factory, and a skilled doctor might be forced into manual labor instead of helping patients. To make matters even tougher, the salaries are shockingly low. A doctor who provides vital health services might earn only between $3 to $5 a month, while factory workers might only see $1 to $2 for their hard work. Imagine how difficult it would be to support a family on such a meager income. This strict control over careers and the harsh economic realities create a challenging environment for North Koreans, shaping their lives in profound ways. Living under such conditions makes us appreciate the career freedoms and economic opportunities many of us often take for granted. Can you picture a city within a fortress? The Moscow Kremlin is not just any old building. It's a stunning fortress complex that has been the heart of Russia's history and politics for centuries. This iconic site, with its grand palaces, impressive cathedrals, and towering walls, has served as the seat of power for leaders throughout Russian history. Originally built in the late 15th century, the Kremlin has witnessed countless events, from royal ceremonies to important political discussions. Today, it's the official residence of the President of Russia, currently Vladimir Putin. Visitors marvel at its stunning architecture, including the famous red brick walls and the dazzling domes of St. Basil's Cathedral that add a splash of color to the surroundings. The Kremlin isn't just about politics, it also holds immense cultural value, housing several museums and galleries. Intriguingly, this fortified complex has a dual role as both a symbol of national pride and an active government hub. So next time you think of Russia, remember that the Kremlin stands as a fascinating blend of history, politics, and breathtaking architecture. Did you know that bartering was our first economy? Before money became the cornerstone of trade, people relied on bartering, a system where goods and services were exchanged directly. Imagine a farmer who had a surplus of apples and needed wheat. To make a fair trade, they would have to find someone who not only had wheat, but also wanted apples. This situation showcases a limitation called the coincidence of wants, meaning both parties needed to want what the other had to offer. Bartering built strong local economies by encouraging communities to interact and collaborate, as people negotiated deals that benefited everyone involved. However, the system had its drawbacks. Sometimes it was tough to find the right person for a trade, leading to delays and inefficiencies. This prompted societies to seek a simpler solution, which ultimately led to the creation of money. Money helps streamline trade and expand economies, paving the way for modern commerce. But isn't it fascinating to think about how people had to be so creative and resourceful in their exchanges back then? Guess what really drives Zion Canyon's beauty? This stunning location, the most famous feature of Zion National Park, was skillfully carved by the Virgin River over millions of years. As the river meandered through the landscape, it shaped towering red sandstone cliffs and created unique rock formations that attract nature lovers and adventurers alike. These majestic cliffs can rise over 1,000 feet, giving visitors breathtaking views as they hike along the trails. The vibrant colors of the sandstone, ranging from deep reds to warm oranges, change throughout the day as the sunlight dances across the rocks, creating a living canvas of beauty. Whether you're spending a day exploring the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive or tackling challenging hikes like Angel's Landing, the diverse landscapes and rich ecosystem capture hearts and inspire awe. Wildlife, such as deer and various bird species, also call this area home, further enhancing its charm. So the next time you think of breathtaking natural wonders, remember how the Virgin River has sculpted this incredible gem. How does nature achieve such artistry? Have you heard about the scorpion beetle's secret weapon? This fascinating little insect brings a whole new meaning to the word armed. The scorpion beetle, native to parts of Central and South America, has a remarkable ability. It can inject toxins through its antennae. While most insects rely on their mandibles or stingers for defense, the scorpion beetle uses its long, flexible antennae in a unique way. When threatened, it can release a chemical cocktail that acts as a deterrent against predators. This toxin is not just for show, it can incapacitate or even harm creatures that try to make a meal out of this beetle. What's even more intriguing is how the scorpion beetle manages this. Its antennae contain specialized glands that produce the toxin. So the next time you see a scorpion beetle, remember that this tiny creature holds a powerful secret right at the tips of its feelers. In a world where survival often depends on clever adaptations, the scorpion beetle stands out as a true master of defense. Can you imagine that starfish live without a brain? Starfish don't have a brain in the way we understand it, but that doesn't stop them from moving, eating, and even regenerating lost limbs. Instead of a central command system, they rely on a nerve ring that circles their mouth, connecting to radial nerves that stretch into each arm. This decentralized network allows each limb to process information independently, making decisions locally while staying connected to the whole. Their movement is powered by a hydraulic system. Seawater is pumped into hundreds of tube feet, each equipped with suction pads, allowing starfish to crawl with gentle precision. When injured, they don't panic. They regrow. Their arms can regenerate completely, sometimes even forming an entirely new starfish. All of this occurs without a brain, challenging our assumptions about what intelligence and coordination look like in nature. Here's a wild fact about a magical ice hotel. Every year in Sweden, a stunning hotel made entirely out of ice and snow springs to life. And it's not just for show. Known as the Ice Hotel, this amazing place is constructed in the small village of Ukuleles, just above the Arctic Circle. Each winter, skilled artisans gather around 5,000 tons of ice from the nearby Torne River to create stunning rooms, sculptures, and even a bar, all while keeping the creativity flowing. Every year, the design is different, offering guests a fresh experience with intricate ice artwork and uniquely themed suites. But it's not just about the chilly rooms. Staying at the Ice Hotel means diving into plenty of fun winter activities. Guests can try dog sledding, snowmobiling, or relax in a cozy sauna. The hotel also melts away come spring, turning back into the river it came from, making each stay truly one of a kind. Imagine snuggling into a sleeping bag on a bed made of ice. How many places can offer that kind of frosty adventure? Surprisingly, it's a fact that dams can fail. A dam failure on the Mississippi River could unleash devastating flooding, significantly impacting nearby communities. The Mississippi River, known for its vital role in transportation and agriculture, contains numerous dams designed to manage water flow. However, if one of these dams collapses, it can send torrents of water rushing downstream in moments. This rapid surge poses a serious threat to population centers, resulting in widespread property damage and disruption to daily life. Not only can homes and businesses be destroyed, but critical infrastructure like roads and bridges may also be compromised. Furthermore, the environmental consequences can be severe, potentially harming local wildlife habitats and ecosystems. As the floodwaters rise, there's also the alarming risk of loss of life, as people may be caught unaware or unable to evacuate in time. Understanding the risks associated with dam failures is crucial for preparedness and takes on new urgency as climate change intensifies extreme weather events. How prepared are we for such an event? Imagine selling just one painting in your lifetime? Vincent van Gogh, one of the most celebrated artists in history, had a truly fascinating journey as an artist. Despite his immense talent and vibrant use of color, he famously sold only a single painting, The Red Vineyard, during his short life in the late 19th century. This striking artwork, showcasing the golden hues of a vineyard under a sunset, didn't bring Van Gogh wealth or fame back then. He struggled with poverty and mental health issues and spent most of his life largely unrecognized. In contrast, today his paintings are among the most sought after and expensive in the world, often breaking records at auction, with some fetching tens of millions. It's astonishing how taste can change over time, and Van Gogh's legacy now serves as a reminder of the fine line between struggle and success in the art world. His story encourages us to never underestimate the impact of creativity and passion, no matter the circumstances. So next time you see a Van Gogh, remember the story behind the masterpiece that took so long to rise to fame. Is North Dakota really the least educated state in America? Yes, it's true. North Dakota has the lowest percentage of residents with a college degree in the entire United States, sitting at just 19%. This figure raises eyebrows, especially when compared to other states where college education rates soar. Several factors contribute to this surprising statistic. For one, North Dakota has a smaller population and a strong emphasis on blue-collar jobs like farming and oil extraction, which often don't require a degree. Additionally, the state's remote location and climate can make it tough for potential students to pursue higher education. However, North Dakota is bustling with opportunities and values hands-on skills that are crucial for their local economy. While the college degree rate may be low, this spirit of hard work and determination ensures that the residents are still equipped for their jobs. The question remains, will North Dakota focus on increasing education to boost its economy further? Only time will tell. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Velcro can be quiet. The U.S. military has developed a special type of Velcro designed to create minimal noise. Traditional Velcro is famous for its satisfying ripping sound, which can be a disadvantage in stealthy situations, like when soldiers need to remain undetected. This innovative version reduces the ripping noise by over 95%, allowing troops to move more quietly in the field. The development of this silent Velcro involved new materials and design techniques that help it stick, but without the loud snap we're all familiar with. Imagine a soldier sneaking through the woods or a tactical team deploying in a sensitive area. Every sound matters. With this quieter Velcro, the military can enhance its operational effectiveness while maintaining the element of surprise. This advancement not only serves in military applications, but also shows potential for use in various industries, from outdoor gear to fashion, making our everyday lives a bit more peaceful. Have you ever thought about how something so simple could have such a big impact? Is your phone making you anxious? Let's find out. Recent studies show smartphone usage has surged dramatically, climbing from an average of 3 hours and 45 minutes per day in 2019 to an anticipated 4 hours and 49 minutes by 2024. That's nearly a full workday spent scrolling, texting, and streaming. It's no wonder that many experts are waving red flags about this rising screen time. Around 68.6% of people believe that this excessive phone use is taking a toll on their mental health. With notifications constantly dinging and social media feeds ever updating, our devices can be a source of overwhelming stress and anxiety. Additionally, spending so much time staring at screens can lead to eye strain, commonly known as digital eye strain or computer vision syndrome. Symptoms include blurry vision, dry eyes, and headaches. So as convenient as our smartphones are for connecting us and offering endless entertainment, it's essential to take regular breaks and engage with the world around us. Finding a balance can help protect both our mental well-being and our eyesight. Did you know Africa spans all 4 hemispheres? It's pretty mind-blowing. Africa is the only continent that sits in each of the northern, southern, eastern, and western hemispheres, making it truly unique. If you picture a globe, the equator runs right through the middle of Africa, dividing it into the northern and southern halves. Meanwhile, the prime meridian, which is often used as a starting point for measuring longitude, runs through the western part of Africa. This amazing positioning not only gives the continent diverse climates and ecosystems, but also means that Africa is home to a staggering range of cultures, wildlife, and landscapes. From the lush rainforests of the Congo to the vast deserts of the Sahara, and the bustling cities to the serene savannas, Africa offers a little bit of everything. Plus, this geographical uniqueness ties nicely into its rich history and interconnectedness with the rest of the world, making it a fascinating subject to explore. So whether you're interested in geography, history, or culture, Africa has something incredible waiting for you. Here's a wild fact about Banff National Park. This stunning gem in Canada is not just about breathtaking views, it also boasts natural hot springs that have been attracting visitors for centuries. The Banff Upper Hot Springs provide a perfect way to relax after a day of adventures. Speaking of adventures, the park is home to some thrilling ski slopes for winter enthusiasts. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, you can glide down the snowy hills surrounded by majestic mountains. As the seasons change, Banff also offers hiking trails that let you explore diverse landscapes, from lush forests to rugged cliffs. One of the park's top attractions is the Glacier Skywalk, a spectacular suspension bridge that lets you walk over a stunning canyon while taking in views of waterfalls and wildlife below. With so much to do, Banff National Park is a paradise for nature lovers, adventurers, and anyone looking to soak in Canada's natural beauty. What will you explore first? Did you know winemakers relied on the ton for measurement? In the Middle Ages, the ton was a crucial unit for measuring wine. This large cask could hold around 252 gallons, making it a significant vessel for producers and traders alike. Winemakers poured their skills into creating flavors that delighted the palates of kings and commoners, while merchants used tons to transport vast quantities of wine across Europe. This system not only facilitated trade, but also established important routes linking vineyards to markets. As trade blossomed, so did the language of winemaking, with terms from this era echoing in today's industry. For instance, contemporary winemakers still refer to casks and barrels, reminding us of ancient practices that laid the groundwork for modern wine production. Although the tun might sound outdated now, its influence remains alive, bridging centuries of traditions. When you sip your favorite wine today, think about the journey it took from those medieval tuns to your glass. What else do you think has changed in winemaking since then? Unraveling Laos' unique seasons. Why the change? In the heart of Southeast Asia lies Laos, a country that showcases a vibrant mix of cultures, stunning landscapes, and an intriguing climate. Here, the weather is characterized by two distinct seasons that really shape life in this beautiful land. The dry season stretches from November to April, when the sun shines brightly and rain is a rarity. It's the perfect time for outdoor adventures, exploring bustling markets, or taking in the breathtaking views along the Mekong River. Then comes the rainy season from May to October. During these months, the skies open up, drenching the lush greenery and filling rivers and lakes to the brim. While the rain can sometimes put a damper on plans, it also brings life to the earth, creating a stunning backdrop of vibrant colors and fertile landscapes. The rhythm of life in Laos dances to the beat of these seasonal changes, influencing everything from agriculture to festivals. With such a fascinating climate, no wonder that Laos captures the hearts of its visitors all year round. Ever tasted a pizza worth thousands? In 2007, Scottish chef Domenico Crolla created a culinary masterpiece known as the Pizza Royal 0-7, and it came with a jaw-dropping price tag of $4,200. This pizza is not your regular round pie. It's a luxurious treat designed for those who want to indulge. Picture this. It's topped with extravagant ingredients like edible gold, which glitters as you take a bite, and caviar that adds a salty burst of flavor. But wait, there's more. It features tender lobster and smoked salmon, bringing a taste of the sea to your slice. To truly elevate its opulence, the pizza includes champagne-soaked venison, adding a touch of finesse that's hard to resist. The icing on the cake, or should I say the topping on the pizza, is its purpose. This pricey dish was auctioned off for charity, with all proceeds going to a good cause. So while we might not all be able to afford a slice of this ridiculously expensive pizza, it certainly makes for an interesting conversation starter about what defines luxury dining. Ever thought about why our lungs are different sizes? It turns out the left lung is a bit smaller than the right one, and the reason is quite fascinating. This size difference exists because the heart sits slightly to the left of our chest, taking up some space that the left lung would otherwise occupy. Our lungs play a crucial role in respiration, which is the process of taking in oxygen while getting rid of carbon dioxide, a waste product generated by our cells. When we breathe in, oxygen travels into the lungs where it enters tiny air sacs called alveoli. Here, oxygen passes into the bloodstream, while carbon dioxide, which we've gathered from our body's processes, is swapped out and expelled when we breathe out. This gas exchange is vital for our survival. Every cell in our body needs oxygen to function, and without it, we wouldn't last long. So the next time you take a deep breath, remember that this incredible efficiency is thanks to our uniquely sized lungs accommodating the heart and working together to keep us alive. Ever thought about why the Great Lakes matter so much? The Great Lakes, a stunning collection of 5 large lakes in North America, hold over 20% of the world's freshwater supply, excluding glaciers. That's around 6 quadrillion gallons of water, enough to supply every person on Earth nearly 1,200 gallons each. This incredible resource is vital not just for drinking water, but also for industry, agriculture, and recreation. The lakes support diverse ecosystems, home to countless species of fish, birds, and plants. They also play a key role in regulating local climate, keeping areas warmer in winter and cooler in summer. Beyond their environmental importance, the Great Lakes are crucial for the economy, providing shipping routes for goods and drawing millions of tourists every year who come to enjoy their beauty. Yet these lakes face serious threats, including pollution, invasive species, and climate change. Protecting this precious freshwater treasure is essential. How can we ensure that future generations can enjoy the Great Lakes as we do now? Did you know Istanbul straddles 2 continents? It's true. Istanbul, the vibrant heart of Turkey, is a unique city that spans both Europe and Asia. Separated by the famous Bosphorus Strait, this incredible location offers a breathtaking blend of cultures, histories, and landscapes. On the European side, you'll find bustling neighborhoods filled with cafes, shops, and historic landmarks like the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. Cross over to the Asian side, and the atmosphere shifts to a more laid-back vibe, with beautiful parks, markets, and stunning views of the city skyline. Because of its unique position, Istanbul acts as a bridge, connecting not just two continents, but also two very different worlds. This city has been a crossroads for trade, art, and culture for centuries, attracting travelers and traders from all over. So whether you're sipping Turkish tea by the Bosphorus or exploring ancient palaces, Istanbul truly offers the best of both worlds, making it a must-visit destination for anyone looking to experience a rich tapestry of life. What's the story behind Kurt and Goldie's love? Since 1983, the iconic duo of Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn has been lighting up our screens and our hearts, yet they've chosen not to seal the deal with a marriage certificate. This fascinating choice challenges the traditional idea that a relationship needs a legal label to thrive. They met on the set of the movie The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band, and their chemistry was undeniable. Over the decades, they've starred together in films like Swing Shift and Overboard, showcasing their powerful partnership both on and off screen. As parents to their son Wyatt Russell and Goldie's daughter Kate Hudson, they demonstrate that love can flourish in many forms. Kurt and Goldie live by the belief that commitment doesn't require a formal ceremony to be genuine. Their long-lasting relationship, filled with laughter, support, and shared experiences, shows us that the heart can maintain its warmth regardless of societal expectations. Their story is a beautiful reminder that love and family are what truly matter. Uncover the surprising history of sumo wrestling. This traditional Japanese sport, rich in culture, has been captivating audiences for over 2,500 years. Sumo isn't just about two hefty athletes battling in a ring. It's a grand display steeped in rituals, ceremonies, and deep-seated traditions. Before each match, wrestlers engage in a series of ceremonial practices, including purifying the ring with salt and performing a unique dance called shiko. These rituals harken back to Shinto beliefs, highlighting the spiritual significance of the sport. The history of sumo can be traced back to ancient times, where it was initially a way to entertain the gods and secure good harvests. As the centuries rolled on, sumo evolved into the sport we recognize today, complete with its own ranking system and unique garb, like the distinctive mawashi, a type of belt. Wrestlers, or rikishi, dedicate their lives to rigorous training and strict diets, and the whole atmosphere of a match blends fierce competition with a profound sense of honor and respect for tradition. Sumo wrestling remains an iconic symbol of Japanese culture, drawing fans from around the world. Luxury on wheels. What makes La Voiture Noire special? The Bugatti. La Voiture Noire, released in 2019, has taken the automotive world by storm as the most expensive new car ever sold, with a jaw-dropping price tag of approximately 18.68 million euros. This stunning masterpiece is a nod to the classic Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic from the 1930s, a car that was not only a marvel of engineering, but also a symbol of elegance and speed. The La Voiture Noire combines cutting-edge technology with a design that turns heads, featuring a sleek, curvy silhouette and a powerful 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine that can go from 0 to 60 mph in just 2.5 seconds. What really sets it apart is its unique look. No two La Voiture Noire cars are exactly alike, making each one a true work of art. Beyond performance, it's built for luxury, boasting an exquisite interior filled with bespoke materials that ooze comfort and style. For automotive enthusiasts and collectors alike, this car isn't just a vehicle, it's a dream on wheels and a rolling piece of art history. It's not as simple as it seems, because Iceland isn't just ice. When early Norse explorers reached this island, it was winter. They saw snowstorms, icy cliffs, and cold seas. and they named it Island or Iceland based on first impressions. But this land of ice is also a land of fire, one of the most volcanically active places on Earth, filled with geysers, green pastures, and hot springs. Ironically, Iceland is greener in parts than its neighbor Greenland. Over the centuries, the name stuck, becoming a kind of poetic misdirection. Viking sagas described Iceland as both beautiful and brutal, a land of gods and giants, and modern visitors still find that contrast alive. Today, glaciers and lava fields coexist with modern cities and geothermal energy. Iceland's name tells only half the story. Its true identity is a spectacular blend of opposites. Wonder how blue whales communicate underwater? These enormous creatures, the largest animals on the planet, have a fascinating way of connecting with one another, thanks to their powerful songs. Blue whales produce low-frequency calls that can travel across vast distances in the ocean. These calls are like underwater whispers that travel for hundreds of miles, allowing them to communicate with potential mates or other whales. It's almost as if they're sending text messages, but through sound. Researchers believe these songs also help whales navigate the deep, dark waters, guiding them through the vast and sometimes treacherous oceanic depths. What's truly incredible is that these sounds can be so deep that human ears might struggle to hear them. They fall below the range of typical human hearing. Moreover, these songs not only serve practical purposes, but also play a role in social bonding. Next time you ponder ocean life, remember these gentle giants are not just roaming the seas. They are actively singing and chatting, creating the largest symphony on Earth. Dive into the secrets of the giant amphipod. You might be surprised to learn that these fascinating little creatures, typically no longer than an inch, can stretch their bodies up to a remarkable foot in length. Living in the deep, dark depths of the Pacific Ocean, around 6 kilometers below the surface, amphipods thrive in an environment that few other creatures can handle. These small but mighty crustaceans have adapted to the extreme conditions of the deep sea, where pressure is crushing and light is non-existent. Their elongated bodies and unique adaptations allow them to effectively navigate this underwater world, feeding on anything from tiny plankton to dead marine animals that drift down from above. Despite their tiny size when seen at the surface, capturing the amphipod in all its glory at the bottom of the ocean reveals a creature of impressive resilience and survival skills. Scientists are increasingly interested in these incredible animals, as learning more about them can provide insights into marine ecosystems and even potential applications for human health. So next time you hear about the amphipod, remember, there's much more to this tiny crustacean than meets the eye. Surprisingly, Oklahoma leads the U.S. in tornadoes. This state experiences the highest frequency of tornadoes per square mile, making it infamous as a main part of Tornado Alley. This region, which includes parts of Texas, Kansas, and Nebraska, witnesses more tornadoes than any other area in the country. With its unique geography, including flat plains and warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico colliding with cool air masses from the Rockies, Oklahoma creates the perfect storm conditions for these powerful weather events. These tornadoes can be fierce, spinning winds that can reach speeds of over 200 miles per hour. If you're a tornado watcher or a thrill seeker, Oklahoma is a hotspot for chasing storms, drawing enthusiasts from around the world who wish to safely experience these natural phenomena. To prepare for the potential danger, local residents have developed a strong community awareness, with many participating in safety drills and investing in storm shelters. So whether you're fascinated by meteorology or just enjoy the adrenaline rush, Oklahoma's tornado scene is one to watch. Let's dive into the truth about Congolese weddings. If you think wedding celebrations are just a day-long affair, take a trip to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where they can last a whole week. These vibrant festivals bring communities together, filled with joyous music, lively dancing, and an array of traditional dishes that leave everyone's taste buds dancing too. One of the most striking sights is the bride, who often rocks an impressive headdress made from tree bark, symbolizing her connection to nature and her community. But here's a twist. During this joyful event, smiling is actually frowned upon. In Congolese culture, marriage is seen as a serious commitment, So couples express their love and happiness in more subtle ways, reserving big smiles for private moments. Instead, you might see couples looking deeply into each other's eyes or exchanging heartfelt glances. This unique blend of celebration and solemnity makes Congolese weddings a fascinating cultural experience, showcasing the country's rich traditions and strong bonds between families and communities. Could this really be true? All gold ever mined fits in 3 pools. Despite its glittering presence in culture and commerce, gold is astonishingly rare. Every ounce ever extracted by humans totals around 187,000 metric tons, enough to fill just 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Most of it sits in vaults, central banks, jewelry, and high-tech electronics. The metal's appeal lies in its unique properties. It doesn't corrode, it's easy to shape, and it's stunning to look at. Ancient civilizations from Egypt to the Inca worshipped it. Modern economies still hoard it. And yet, for all its symbolic weight, gold is surprisingly compact in physical volume. It's a reminder that rarity, not abundance, drives value, and that the treasures we fight over can sometimes fit in a room. Can you believe a woman built this ancient temple? The Temple of Hatshepsut in Egypt is not only a remarkable structure, but also one of the oldest standing buildings in the world. Dedicated to Queen Hatshepsut, who reigned in the 15th century BCE, this funerary temple showcases stunning ancient Egyptian architecture. Set against the breathtaking cliffs of Deir el-Bahari, it features grand colonnades, impressive statues, and beautifully detailed reliefs that tell stories of Hatshepsut's achievements. What makes this temple particularly fascinating is the story of its creator. Hatshepsut is one of the few female pharaohs and broken the norms of her time. She managed to gain power in a male-dominated society and commissioned this temple as a tribute to her reign and the gods. Visitors today are captivated not only by the temple's grandeur, but also by its history. Hatshepsut's legacy continues to inspire many, as she carved a path for women in leadership and shown that greatness knows no gender. When you stand before the Temple of Hatshepsut, you're looking at a piece of history that speaks volumes about ambition, resilience, and the ancient world. Turns out, the truth is that oppression backfired. In the 1770s, tensions soared between the British government and the American colonies, particularly Massachusetts. To quash resistance, Britain made bold moves, such as shutting down Boston Harbor, which directly hit the local economy by halting trade. They also replaced the locally elected government with British officials and allowed colonists accused of crimes to be tried away from their home turf. This was meant to intimidate the people of Massachusetts into compliance. The government even went as far as permitting British soldiers to occupy unoccupied homes to ensure control. However, rather than bending to these tactics, the residents of Massachusetts rallied together, igniting a sense of unity against British rule. The oppressive measures backfired, fostering widespread resentment and cooperation among the colonies. This spirit of defiance laid the groundwork for the American Revolution, turning a moment of intimidation into a powerful cry for freedom. So did the British really think they could silence the colonists? Believe it or not, mosquitoes have very different diets. It's true. While male mosquitoes are busy sipping on nectar like little flower-loving butterflies, female mosquitoes have a much more gruesome task when they need to lay their eggs. They require the nutrients found in blood to help their eggs develop, which is why you might have noticed these pesky creatures buzzing around your arm on summer nights. But here's a fascinating twist. In Finland, the police once used a mosquito to crack a case. After a car was stolen, they discovered a mosquito had been trapped inside the vehicle. Upon examining the blood inside this tiny thief, they were able to gather DNA evidence that pointed them straight to the car thief. It's like something right out of a mystery novel. This clever use of a mosquito shows how even the smallest creatures can be part of big solutions. So next time you swat at one of these bloodsuckers, remember, they might just have a story to tell. Guess what really drives wealthy people's happiness? Scientific research shows that while having money can boost happiness levels compared to being broke, it often comes with a surprising twist. Wealth can make people less generous. This means that as individuals accumulate more riches, they might be less inclined to share or help others. Studies suggest that wealthier folks often focus more on their own needs and desires rather than on giving back to their communities. For instance, millionaires might donate large sums to charity, but when viewed in proportion to their total wealth, their generosity often pales in comparison to that of those with less money. It's a curious contradiction. More wealth might mean more happiness for some, but it can lead to a decrease in the spirit of giving. So what does this tell us about the relationship between money and kindness? Perhaps it's a reminder that true happiness isn't just about having money. It's also about reaching out and helping those around us. Did you know pigs are smarter than dogs? Pigs are often underestimated creatures, but the truth is they might just be some of the smartest animals around. Studies show that pigs have remarkable cognitive abilities, often surpassing those of our beloved canine companions. They can learn complex tasks, solve puzzles, and even manipulate their environment to get what they want. Pigs have a great memory and can remember what they've learned for years. They display emotions, form social bonds, and communicate with each other using a variety of vocalizations. In fact, they can be trained to perform tricks, respond to commands, and even play video games. Their playful nature and intelligence have led to pigs being compared to toddlers in terms of cognitive skills. So the next time you think about intelligence in the animal kingdom, remember that pigs are right up there with the best of them. They're not just cute and tasty, they're clever, curious, and full of surprises. Here's a wild fact about dragon fruit. This tropical treat, also known as pitahaya, boasts an appearance that looks like something straight out of a fantasy novel. With bright pink or yellow scales and green-tipped spikes, it's like Mother Nature caught a little creative spark. But the real magic happens when you slice it open. Inside, you'll discover a vibrant white or pink flesh dotted with tiny black seeds, giving it a unique texture and an inviting look. The taste is mild and subtly sweet, making it perfect for smoothies, fruit salads, or just enjoying fresh on its own. Not only is dragon fruit visually stunning, but it also packs a punch when it comes to nutrition. It's low in calories and rich in vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants. Some even say it can help boost your immune system and promote healthy skin. Whether you're diving into one for the first time or adding it to a trendy dish, dragon fruit is sure to bring a splash of tropical joy to your day. Ever wondered what lies beneath the ocean's surface? Despite covering more than 70% of our planet, only about 5% of the ocean has been explored and mapped in detail. This means there's a vast underwater world teeming with life and countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Think about it. Beneath the waves, there are uncharted territories filled with unknown species and stunning ecosystems, many of which we haven't even glimpsed yet. The ocean is a realm of extremes. With crushing depths, pitch-black darkness, and frigid temperatures, it's no wonder scientists face major challenges when they try to explore it. However, thanks to incredible advances in technology, like remote-operated vehicles and deep-sea submersibles, we're finally starting to peel back the layers of this watery enigma. It's like an underwater treasure hunt, where each dive might reveal a bizarre creature or a stunning coral reef. So the next time you look out at the ocean, remember there are vast worlds we have yet to discover, just waiting beneath the surface. Can you believe Mongolia has free Wi-Fi in the steppe? This fascinating fact highlights the incredible pace at which Mongolia's telecommunications system is developing. In recent years, the country has embraced technology like never before, ensuring that even in the vast open lands where traditional nomads roam, people can stay connected. As you wander through the breathtaking steppe, you might stumble upon free Wi-Fi hotspots that allow herders and travelers to access the internet. This is transformative for nomadic families who depend on connectivity to communicate with loved ones, access vital services, and even manage their businesses. Imagine checking your messages or browsing social media while surrounded by rolling grasslands and grazing sheep. The rapid growth of Mongolia's telecommunications reflects not just a technological leap, but also a cultural shift towards modernization while maintaining the essence of nomadic life. By integrating advanced technology into their daily lives, The people of Mongolia are bridging the gap between their rich traditional heritage and the fast-paced digital world. Believe it or not, the FBI had a Bigfoot file. In the 1970s, the FBI opened a real investigation into Bigfoot. Yes, the mythical, ape-like creature of North American folklore. They received over 20,000 letters from citizens submitting hair samples, footprints, and blurry photos. One sample sent by a cryptozoologist from the Pacific Northwest prompted the FBI to conduct actual lab tests. Though the hair turned out to belong to a deer, the case was filed officially under cryptid reports and stored alongside UFO dossiers. The documents, declassified decades later, show how the agency took public concern seriously, even when it leaned toward the extraordinary. While Bigfoot remains elusive, his case file lives on as a quirky chapter in American science and skepticism. Sometimes even the most rational institutions indulge in a little monster hunting. Can you imagine how long your blood vessels are? It might blow your mind to learn that the human body houses an incredible network of blood vessels stretching around 60,000 miles or about 96,500 kilometers. That's nearly enough to wrap around the Earth's equator 2.5 times. These vessels include arteries, veins, and capillaries, all working tirelessly to maintain our health. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to every part of your body, while veins return the oxygen-poor blood back to the heart, and capillaries act as tiny bridges between the two. If you line them all up, they'd create a massive web that's not just impressive, but essential for life. This circulatory system helps transport nutrients, hormones, and waste, playing a critical role in keeping our bodies functioning smoothly. So next time you feel your heartbeat, remember that it's a signal of that vast network at work, silently and efficiently delivering what we need for survival. Zombies were never about brains until Hollywood said so. The word zombie comes from West African and Haitian spiritual beliefs, not movie monsters. Derived from the Congo term nzambi, meaning spirit of the dead, the zombie was once a tragic figure, someone enslaved through dark magic, not a rotting corpse with a hunger for brains. Haitian voodoo lore described individuals buried alive, drugged into submission, and later revived in zombie-like states. In the 1800s, Western explorers sensationalized these accounts, while anthropologists discovered the real cause. Neurotoxins like tetrodotoxin from pufferfish, creating a catatonic trance. Hollywood morphed this into cannibalistic horror during the Cold War era, feeding cultural anxieties. The zombie we know today is a far cry from its original roots, a chilling case of myth, misunderstanding, and media mutation. Believe it or not, oranges weren't always orange. The story of oranges is as colorful as the fruit itself. Originally, they were a hybrid between tangerines and pomelos, sprouting up in the lush landscape of Southeast Asia. These early oranges were not the bright, inviting color we associate with them today. Instead, they sported a green hue. This might seem surprising since we always picture oranges as being bright and cheery. The green-skinned fruits thrived in warmer climates, which suited them just fine. Over time, as oranges spread across the globe, particularly through trade routes, their color evolved. As they grew in a variety of environments, the sweetness also intensified, and so did their appeal. Today, the oranges we know and love come in many varieties, ranging from sweet navel oranges to tangy blood oranges, showcasing a rainbow of colors from bright orange to red and even yellow. So the next time you peel an orange, remember that this delightful fruit has a fascinating past that stretches all the way back to its green beginnings. Can you believe a headless chicken lived for 18 months? In 1945, an extraordinary chicken named Mike became famous for his unbelievable story of survival. A farmer in Colorado accidentally beheaded Mike with an axe, but in a bizarre twist of fate, the blade missed his jugular vein and left part of his brainstem intact. This accident allowed Mike to stay alive, astonishing everyone around him. With just his body functioning, Mike continued to eat and drink, and his owner, Lloyd Olson, discovered he could feed him soft foods like corn and milk by just dropping them into his mouth. Mike's unusual situation quickly captured the public's imagination, leading to a traveling show that showcased the headless wonder across the country. People flock to see him and learn about this strange case of resiliency. Mike's odd journey highlights the wonders of biology and the resilience of life, showing us that nature can sometimes deliver the most unexpected surprises. His tale continues to be a quirky part of agricultural folklore, reminding us just how remarkable life can be, even when it seems impossible. Ever seen a supercar graveyard in Dubai? It might sound like a scene from a movie, but in this glittering city, luxury cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis can be found sitting abandoned in junkyards. Imagine stepping into a place filled with once glorious vehicles, now left to rust and fade under the intense sun. Many of these high-end beauties were driven by folks who may have overstretched their wallets, faced soaring repair costs, or simply couldn't keep up with the constant arrival of newer models. In a city where extravagance is the norm, these abandoned cars tell a different story of ambition and reality. Instead of hitting the road, many of these vehicles sit in waiting, sometimes auctioned off to enthusiasts who see potential or dismantled for valuable parts. Surprisingly, it's not just the dream of owning a supercar that leads to this. Economic changes or personal challenges can leave owners in tough spots. So next time you hear about Dubai, think beyond the sparkle and glitz. There's a hidden tale of luxury and loss lurking in those junkyards. Ready for a cool surprise about ice cream? Did you know that New Zealand is the reigning champ when it comes to ice cream consumption? According to the International Dairy Association, Kiwis enjoy more ice cream per person than anyone else on the planet. This delightful treat has become a significant part of their culture, with a wide variety of flavors reflecting the country's unique tastes. The United States takes second place, showing just how much Americans love their frozen desserts too. Ice cream is not only a refreshing treat on a hot day, but also a social experience, often enjoyed during gatherings, celebrations, and even family traditions. In New Zealand, local dairy farms provide fresh ingredients, which means their ice cream is often made from high-quality milk and creamy goodness. Whether it's a classic vanilla scoop or innovative flavors like Feoa or Hokey Pokey, the passion for ice cream runs deep in these countries. So next time you indulge in a cone or a sundae, remember you're part of a global love for this sweet delight. Why does Mark Zuckerberg wear great shirts all the time? It turns out his fashion choice is rooted in a practical philosophy. Mark Zuckerberg, co-founder of Facebook, has become famous for his almost uniform look of gray t-shirts and hoodies. This isn't just a quirky style. He believes that spending time deciding on simple things like what to wear can sap his energy and focus for bigger, more impactful decisions. By sticking to the same style, he eliminates the need to think about outfits, allowing his brain to channel its efforts into more significant challenges, like running a multi-billion-dollar company. This concept is part of a broader trend called decision fatigue, where the quality of decisions declines after a long session of decision-making. Steve Jobs famously wore black turtlenecks for a similar reason. Plus, wearing gray means he doesn't have to think too much about coordinating colors or styles. So next time you see him in that iconic gray tee, remember it's not just about comfort, it's all about maximizing productivity. The story behind the iconic Hermes Birkin bag. It might surprise you that this luxurious handbag came to life during a chance encounter in the sky. Back in the early 1980s, British actress and singer Jane Birkin was on a flight from Paris to London when she voiced her frustration over not having a practical yet stylish handbag. Sitting next to her was Jean-Louis Dumas, the CEO of Hermes, who listened intently to her ideas. Inspired by Jane's vision, he designed the Birkin bag, combining elegance with functionality like never before. Since then, it has transformed into a symbol of chic sophistication and exclusivity, often seen in the hands of celebrities and fashion icons. The beauty of the Birkin lies not just in its aesthetics. It's crafted from the finest leathers and takes several days to complete by skilled artisans. With a waiting list that can stretch for years, owning a Birkin bag has become a status symbol, often fetching staggering prices at auctions. From its surprising origins to its sky-high market value, the Birkin bag is more than just an accessory. It's a piece of fashion history. Did you know that pizza is a billion-dollar industry? The U.S. pizza industry boasts an impressive worth of over $46 billion, making it one of the most lucrative sectors in the food business. It employs more than 800,000 people across the nation, from chefs crafting those delicious pies to delivery drivers bringing them hot to your doorstep. Pizza itself has a rich history, tracing back to Naples, Italy, where the classic margherita was born. Today, options range from traditional toppings like pepperoni and mushrooms to modern twists featuring everything from barbecue chicken to vegan cheese. Each region of the U.S. also boasts its own distinct styles: New York thin crust, Chicago deep dish, and even California gourmet. As you enjoy your next slice, remember that you're part of an enormous community that loves this comforting food. With pizza's popularity soaring, it's no wonder people are constantly coming up with new recipes and ideas, keeping the industry fresh and exciting. What's your favorite pizza topping?